Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday morning. My name is Mark Martin, and I'm thrilled to announce that this is my first Montana this morning as the new morning anchor. And I'm joined now by forecaster Danny Hallows. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning. Welcome. We're excited you're here. You've been here for a while, but now it's officially your first day on air.
Yes, my debut, so to speak.
Yes, and we're excited to have you. We'll get to your first forecast and more news in just a minute with Mark, but we thought we'd take a few minutes just to introduce him and welcome you to the KPAX family. So officially welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us first, now that Montana's home, but tell us first where home originally is for you.
Right. Grew up in Ohio, in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, and then went to college in Oklahoma.
Oh,
got
fun.
my first job out of school in Arkansas. Then went up to the Quad Cities, which is on the Illinois-Iowa border, right on the Mississippi River, worked there, and then from there went out to Virginia Beach and spent nearly 2 decades out there, and then ended up here next. So,
so Mark's been a lot of places, and now Montana is here. And tell us what you did for work before coming to Montana, a little bit of your background, if you will.
Sure, yeah, good question. Well, got my first job at a CBS affiliate in Fort Smith, Arkansas, KFSM, worked there for about 7 years, then went over to, or actually north to the Quad Cities, like what I said is on the Illinois-Iowa border. Worked there for 5 years at an ABC affiliate. From there went to Virginia Beach and worked for the Christian Broadcasting Network for 18 years. Did national and international correspondent work, so was able to travel around, do a lot of different stories, and then ended up here. And while I was at CBN, I did several stories. I traveled to Montana and did several stories on the Native American population and the struggles that they've been up against. And the state is just beautiful, and there's so many different stories to tell. So,
oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know you were there for 18 years. So Mark's very experienced. We're lucky to have him here. And tell us, you've told us a little bit about what you covered before, but what are you hoping to cover now that you're in the Treasure State in Montana? Yeah,
you know, of course we want to bring our viewers breaking news and the news that happens overnight, so that way you know what's going on before you head out the door, and you feel informed and feel like you got what you need before you start your school or work day. But then I also want us to talk about positive things on the show, things that are going to put smiles on people's faces, and just maybe some good news. There's so much going on in our world today that can kind of bring you down, not just kind of, but can bring you down. So hopefully our show will give people a little boost. I
think we could do that together. You got two Southern people here in Montana now, ready to bring you some sunshine to the Treasure State. But one more question here. We've talked a lot about some serious things. Tell me now that you're in Montana, what kind of fun things are you hoping to do? Do you have anything on your Montana bucket list, so to say?
Well, I love wildlife, and at one point, I think I was in elementary school, and they wanted to know what you wanted to do when you grew up, and at one point I wanted to be a forest ranger, so anything outdoors, you know, I want to see elk, I want to see bear, obviously from a safe distance, but I would like to get out there and also do some outdoor activities, maybe do some whitewater rafting. I love to explore, I love adventure, and this state is just amazing with its landscapes and the mountains, and the people have been so friendly and welcoming to me so far, so I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, well, it's going to get even better. We're so glad you're here now, and like we said, we'll continue to get to know Mark throughout this week. We'll have fun things on social media and here on the show.